we had already started unit 3, that is 2 stories about the flying, isn't it? And there the first story we have studied about is the first flight. What was his first flight? Who was that? Young seagull, isn't it? How the young seagull overcome his fear. How the seagull overcome his fear, and how he had started to flap his wings and go high up in the air. Now again the second story. Second story is the black aeroplane. So now we will see what is the incident connected with the black aeroplane. Listen carefully. The moon was coming up in the east behind me, and stars were shining in the clear sky above me. So it is night. There wasn't a cloud in the way. There wasn't a cloud in the way means what? It was not a cloudy day. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane. Old Dakota aeroplane over where France is. Back to England. He is going to England. Yes. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in the morning. So it is early morning, isn't it? 1:30 in the early morning. The author, what was he doing? He was going in the old Dakota plane. So 1:30 in the morning, early morning means how it is? How it will be? The sun rising up? No, the sun will not be coming up, isn't it? It is still in the darkness. Though it is 1:30, the next day had already started, but still it is very dark, isn't it? Early morning, if you get up early morning, even after 6 o'clock also, it is not very bright, isn't it? So think about the time when it is 1:30. After 12, the next day starts, still the darkness is there. It will not go, isn't it? Still the sun rises. Behind me, the stars were shining in the clear sky above me. So still, who is there? Stars are there, isn't it? Once when the sun comes and because of the brightness of the sun, what we are not able to see? The stars. We are not able to see the stars. So now he can see clearly the stars above him. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. That means it was not a cloudy sky. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. So he was flying above the countryside. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. So where is he going? Now going to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. So why is he going to England? To join with his family. I looked at my watch, 1:30 in the morning. So it is 1:30. I should call Paris control soon, I thought. As I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane, I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS-088 here. Can you hear me? I am on my way to England. So this way in between, they have to call the control room, isn't it? They have to call the control room. So when he was flying over the area, that means when he was in the France before reaching England, he could call the Paris control room and he had to inform that he had reached up to there, isn't it? I thought, as I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane, he saw the lights of the big city in front of me. So he could see the big city of Paris. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS-088 here. That means I am over here. Can you hear me, sir? So it is going through the radio message. I am England over. So that message is over. That is, I am over here. My Dakota is here, and now can you hear me asking to the control room, Paris control room, and that means informing them he is on the way to England. The voice from the radio answered me immediately. Immediately means soon. So the reply had come over to him. Oh, DS088, I can hear you. So then he had called the whom, which control? Paris control, isn't it? Now the reply had come from there. You ought to turn 12 degree west now. DS088 over. That means he had to change the direction of his Dakota to 12 degree west. That means he has to go to England, isn't it? I checked the map and the compass. Compass means to show the direction. Switched over to my second and last fuel tank and turned the Dakota 12 degree west towards England. So now he is 12 degree west. He has to go. He has to change the direction of his Dakota 12 degree west. So that he will be straight to which path? Going to England. I will be in time for breakfast, I thought. A good big English breakfast. Everything was going well. It was an easy flight. So he considered that now the clouds are not there. That is, it is not a cloudy day, and still time is there for the next break of the day. That is, sun has to come, isn't it? Still, he is happy that by breakfast time he will reach home and can enjoy or join with his family. So up to then, no problem was there for his flight. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me when I saw the clouds. Suddenly, what happened? Clouds, storm clouds. Storm clouds means that means it is going to get strong wind. Yes. They were huge. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. I knew I could not fly up and over them, and I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. So now he had changed the direction, isn't it, towards the west, and all of a sudden in front he could see huge clouds covering up, so that he is not able to see the path where he has to go. He was fully confused, and now he had no fuel also, not sufficient fuel also in his Dakota, so that he can change the direction. That also he cannot do. So these all happened all of a sudden. I ought to go back to Paris, I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. So the only thing he can do is not to move forward. Again he has to go back, isn't it, to Paris only. Now he had changed already the direction from Paris towards the his path, that is England, and now all of a sudden in front he could see clouds, all clouds are storm clouds gathering in front of him, and it is cloudy. So when the sky is cloudy, it is not easy, it is difficult for the plane to pass, isn't it? So what happened? In front of him only huge clouds are there, and he was not able to see the path. And then he thought that he will turn and go around the north or south and reach his destination. But that also cannot be because of the less fuel in his Dakota. So now the second option is that he has to go back to Paris. So that also he is not willing. Why? Because already he had made up his mind that he will reach for breakfast with his family. Clear to you? I will take the risk, I thought, and flew that whole Dakota straight into the storm. So what did he decided? He would take the risk. A challenge for him that he will go through the storm clouds. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. I looked at the compass. I could not believe my eyes. The The compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. It would not work. The other instruments were suddenly dead too. I tried the radio. So all of a sudden, in front of him, everything failed. So he thought that no going back, because he wanted to go and join with his family. So he thought that anyhow he will take the challenge to move through the strong clouds, isn't it? So he started entering into the storm clouds. But while he was entering the storm clouds, what is the only thing he could see? All around him it was only dark. So in the dark it is not possible to move forward, isn't it? It will be stuck over. So are we able to move in the darkness? No, without the light it is not possible. Understood? Inside the cloud everything was suddenly dark. So fully it was only dark. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane. So he could not identify, he could not see any other thing outside there, because all around him it was being covered by dark clouds. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. That means it is not having the balance to move. So he started twisting in the air. I looked at the compass. So he wanted to know the direction in which the plane is going, because in the darkness, in that black, through the black clouds, or surrounded by the black clouds, he was not able to see anything. So the direction, what is mentioned? The compass helping, isn't it? So the compass also is showing the direction, maybe showing the direction, but is he able to identify it? He is not able to identify it. Why he is not able to identify it? Because it is fully dark. I could not believe my eyes. The compass was turning round and round. That means it is just going round and round. It was dead. It was dead. That means it is not working properly. It would not work. The other instruments were suddenly dead too. I tried the radio. So all of a sudden, all the instruments, all the signals, everything had been stopped. Paris control. Can you hear me? So again he started to call the control room. He was calling Paris, but there was no response. The radio was dead too. So it is also dead. I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see where I was. I was lost in the storm. So totally he was lost in that storm clouds. Then in the black clouds quite near me, I saw another aeroplane. It had no lights on its wings, but I could see it flying next to me through the storm. I could see the pilot's face turned towards me. I was very glad to see another person. He lifted one hand and waved. So when he was in that great huge cloud, in the middle of that huge cloud surrounded, he was totally surrounded and everything was lost from him. That means all his instruments were dead. They had nothing to show or help him, isn't it? In that situation, suddenly he could identify another aeroplane. Suddenly he could identify another aeroplane. But that aeroplane was having no light. But the pilot inside was waving his hands. Why was he waving his hands? Maybe to show the direction. Yes. But I could see it flying next to me through the storm. That means it was coming near to his Dakota. I could see the pilot's face turn towards me. The pilot is looking at him. I was very glad to see another person. So in that situation, we also will feel that somebody has to come over there to help us, isn't it? So when everything is being lost from your hand and he was there and did not know what to do, and also the fuel also was getting less and less, in that circumstance, another plane had reached up to him where the pilot was looking towards him and waving his hand. Follow me, he was saying, follow me. So how did the other pilot help him? Asked him to follow his plane. So now he has to go behind whom? The other aeroplane. He knows that I am lost. I thought he is trying to help me. So in his mind now he is happy. Why? Because somebody had come over there to help him in that dark situation. He turned his aeroplane slowly to the north in front of me, Dakota, so that it would be easier for me to follow him. So he had changed the direction, and so that yes, he was able to follow him. I was very happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child. So he followed that aeroplane. After half an hour, the strange black aeroplane. Why it was called strange? Because he had never seen any other aeroplane over there up to the time when he had come in front of that storm clouds. Isn't it? Up to then, no other plane was there. But all of a sudden, this aeroplane had appeared over there and came for his help in front of me in the clouds. Now, there was only enough fuel in the old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. So now fuel also becoming less and less, and now only little fuel is left, isn't it? And it can fly maximum 10 minutes. Yes. I was starting to feel frightened again. Why did he feel again frightened? Because the other person had come over there to help him, and now he is going after him. So he knows that anyhow he can reach out of that storm clouds, isn't it? But all of a sudden, now what is going to happen? His fuel is coming less and less, and it will, within 10 minutes, it will be lost. But then he started to go down, and I followed through the storm. Suddenly I came out of the clouds and saw 2 long straight lines of light in front of me. It was a runway. An airport. I was saved. I turned to look for my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. There was nothing there. The black aeroplane was gone. I could not see it anymore. So a great shock was there for him when he turned back. So when he turned back, he saw the lights and the line in the runway, and he understood it is an airport, isn't it? He understood that it is an airport. And now that yes, his mind was safe now. So now that safety, he got that, he thought that now he is safe, because at last he had come out of what? That black storm clouds. And he turned back to see where is that black aeroplane who came there all of a sudden to help him. But it was not there, it had gone. I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control tower. I went and asked the woman in the control center where I was and who the other pilot was. I wanted to say thank you. I landed and was not sorry to walk away. Why? Because he wanted to thank that particular person who had come in that great problem to save his life, isn't it? So that moment he was not able to do anything. He was stuck in that dark clouds, isn't it? And fuel also was less. Still, at that last moment, another plane had come up, had appeared over there. You can say it had appeared over there, and the pilot was making him come after him, and thus he had finally brought him to a runway, to an airport, and he was not willing to go back leaving that person. So he turned to see where the person is, but he could not find. And so he went to the control room to ask who was the pilot and where is that plane. She looked at me very strangely. She here of course means the person who was sitting in the control room, and then laughed. Another aeroplane up there in the storm. No other aeroplanes were flying tonight. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar. So what was another shock the person had? The lady who was in the room, what did she say? She said, in these storm clouds, it was only your plane was there and no other plane was there. And she was laughing because, what did the person say? What did our author say? He had seen another plane and because of that plane only he had come over here, isn't it? So the lady was laughing at him, making him fun, saying that no other plane in this dark storm. Another aeroplane up there in this storm. No other aeroplanes were flying tonight. Yours was the only one I could see on the road. So she said it was only your plane was there on the spot. No other planes are there. So who helped me to arrive there safely without a compass or a radio and without any more fuel in my tank? That means only for 5-10 minutes only the fuel was left for him to fly. Still within that fuel he had landed safely, isn't it? So everything was a great surprise for him. Who was the pilot on the strange black aeroplane flying in the storm without light? So that also he could not identify. In that dark cloud, who was the pilot who had turned towards him and waved his hand, sending him the signals to turn and follow him, isn't it? So such a person who had never been there, according to whom? According to the control room. Still he was wondering who can be that person. So I think that question is given to you. You think over it and you conclude the story by saying that who must have been that person or that aeroplane who had come over there. It is according to you. Understood all of you? So just to see, the moon was coming up in the east behind me and stars were shining in the clear sky above me. There was a cloud in the sky. I was happy to be high up above the sleeping countryside. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. I looked at my watch 1:30 in the morning. So was he able to be with his family for the breakfast? Yes, he was able to be with his family. Even though he was facing such a bitter situation, he was back to his family. I should call Paris control soon, I thought. As I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane, I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS-088. Can you hear me? I am on my way to England. Over. That was the message given. The voice from the radio answered me immediately. So the reply came to him very soon. DS-088, I can hear you. You ought to turn 12 degrees west now. DS-088, over. I checked the map and the compass, switched over to my second and last fuel tank and turned the Dakota 12 degrees west towards England according to the control room. I will be in time for breakfast, I thought. A good big English breakfast. Everything was going well. It was an easy flight. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me when I saw the clouds, storm clouds. They were huge. They looked like a black mountain standing in front of me across the sky. I knew I could not fly up and over them, and I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. I ought to go back to Paris, I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. So that was in his mind, isn't it? Even though he had seen a great tragedy or it can be a great problem in front of him, still what was in his mind? The only thing is he could reach home for breakfast to join his family. And that was the aim or the point in him. So to achieve that point, he thought he will go through that, isn't it? So did he feel frightened? Though that the fear was in him, still that determination was there. What was the determination? Now to reach home for breakfast, isn't it? That determination was there. For that he had taken that courage to go through that storm. I ought to go back to Paris, I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. I will take the risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. So that determination, that strong determination to achieve what he was thinking. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. It was impossible to see everything outside the aeroplane. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. I looked at the compass. I could not believe my eyes. The compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. I would not work. The other instructions were suddenly dead too. I tried the radio. Parish control, can you hear me? There was no answer. The radio was dead talk. I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see where I was. I was lost in the storm. Then in the black clouds quite near me, I saw another aeroplane. It had no lights on its wings, but I could see it flying next to me through the storm. I could see the pilot's face turned towards me. I was very glad to see another person. He lifted one hand and waved. So suppose if he had not decided to go through that and that fear had made him to another situation, what would have happened? He would meet his death, isn't it? Pure determination, the courage to face anything, isn't it? He knows that I am lost. I thought he is trying to help me. He turned the aeroplane slowly to the north in front of me, Dakota, so that it could be easier for me to follow him. I was very happy to go behind the stage aeroplane like an obedient child. He followed him. After half an hour, the stage back aeroplane was still there in front of me in the clouds. Now there was only enough fuel. There was only enough fuel in the old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. I was starting to feel frightened again, but then he started to go down and I followed through the storm. Suddenly I came out of the clouds and saw 2 long straight lines of light in front of me. It was the runway, an airport. I was safe. So how he had felt when he had reached, when he had seen that, when he came to that particular spot, how did he feel? How had he felt? Yes, that happiness, isn't it? That determination to come through, the courage he had taken had given a good result. I turned to look for my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. There was nothing there. The black aeroplane was gone. I could not see it anyway. I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control tower. I went and asked the woman in the control center where I was and who the other pilot was. I wanted to say thank you. She looked at me very strangely and then laughed. Another aeroplane up there in this storm. No other aeroplanes were flying tonight. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar. So who helped me to arrive there safely without a compass or the radio and without any more fuel in my tanks? Who was the pilot on the stage black aeroplane flying in the storm without lights? So that was the question. So now you can imagine who must have been that person or who had come to help him in that situation. Understood? It is left to you. Now I will take the risk. What is the risk? Why does the narrator take it? So what was the risk? I will take the risk. When did he say that? In front of him the huge clouds were surrounded and it was fully dark on all the directions, isn't it? Still, what was he thinking? He has to be at home with his family for breakfast, isn't it? Yeah. So he decided to go through that storm clouds. Describe the narrator's experience as he flew the aeroplane in the storm. That you know, now what had happened, the whole description is already given. Why does the narrator say, I landed, I was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota. So the last step he had reached the runway, the airport, and found that it was an airport. And he was turning around to see where the aeroplane and the pilot was there, isn't it? But he could not find out. So how did he feel? He felt sorry. Why did he feel sorry? Because the other pilot had helped him to come and land safely in that particular airport, isn't it? From that dark cloud where he was facing bitter problem. So now, without giving him thanks, he was not able to walk forward, isn't it? So when somebody gives us some help, the first main thing what we have to say is thanks for that, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. Now, what made the woman in the control center look at the narrator strangely? So, why did she look at him strangely? Because he was asking where is the other aeroplane and the pilot, because he wanted to give thanks for him. So, in that dark, stormy night, no other plane other than him, other than his aeroplane had gone, and she had no idea of any other aeroplane. Who do you think have the narrative truly safely? That you can do it by yourself. Now try to guess the meanings of the word black in the sentence given below. So the sentences in italics are given, the black in everywhere it is given there. So you have to find the correct meaning for all that. Then look at the sentence taken from the lesson you have read. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane. The young seagull has been afraid to fly with them. In the first sentence, the author was controlling an aircraft in the air. That means the Dakota aeroplane. Another example, children are flying kites. In the second example, the seagull was afraid to move through the air using its wings. So the two incidents. In the first incident, the same seagull was afraid, having the fear that he will fall, isn't it, if we start flying. So in the second one, in the dark stormy clouds, huge like mountains, he was not able to move his aeroplane, isn't it? So both are in that great bitter situation. Match, fly a flag, fly into rage, fly along. Rage means anger. Fly along, fly high, fly the coop. And the correct answers. Fly a flag means display a flag on the pole. Fly into rage, that means become suddenly angry. Fly alone means move quickly. Fly high means be successful. Going high and high means successful. Fly the coop means escape from a place. We know that the word fly or birds and insects means to move through. That birds are flying, isn't it? It means they are moving from one place to another. They are using wings, stick the birds. So like that, certain words are given there which is having the same meaning. What's the same meaning? Fly. Have you ever seen alone or have you ever been alone or away from home during a thunderstorm? Narrate your experience. That you have to do it in your notebook. That means in a thunderstorm. Thunderstorm means a thunder, lightning and a storm, heavy storm blasting. In that time, you are alone at home. You can imagine and write the story, isn't it? Do that experience in a paragraph. So the remaining notes and additional questions will be sent to you, and you can write them and get. So in between, I have to say that all your notebooks, I think all the notes are not coming to me. Still some are there, not sending the notes. So all the notes of 16 notes completed up to the time should be seen to be, and now I will be, sometimes I will say you the date to send all the notes to school, because I have to check through it. Understood? So be sharp with your work. Don't take it into easy. Do everything properly at the correct time. And also for the holidays, I have given you the assignments. I hope you have completed the assignments, and one file chart work also is given to you. So those works also will be asked to send to school, because we have to keep it over here. Understood? So everything get ready along with your notebooks. Certain date after asking sir a certain date will be given to you to send all these together in the school. And that time, if anybody fails to send anything, though the result will be different, the punishment will be different. And exam also, study the portions properly and do it. So now we hope the third lesson of third unit also is over of saying of the two stories. Understood?